I wanted this job bad because I felt like I knew this community. I played here. All right. Here's what I know. Just as an overall philosophy, you're going to say, well, what's this team going to be? What's it not going to be? Here's what I know. All right. I know that Detroit's made up of great people, some really good people. All right. This community is strong. This place has been kicked. It's been battered. It's been bruised. And I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't. None of that matters. And you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that shit. So excuse my language. All right. Here's what I do know is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And this city's been down and it found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity. All right. And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
I'm going in, bitch. I'm going in. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm tired of fucking losing, dude. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being a bitch. I'm tired of being a sorry, sad-ass motherfucking organization. I don't give a fuck. See, you motherfuckers, y'all getting paid millions to act like bitches. I'll play for fucking free, and I guarantee you, motherfucker, I'll play with more heart and more passion than you sorry-ass sack of bitches will ever fucking have, nigga. Fuck this shit. Let's go, motherfucker.
I can't believe I just did that. I did not watch that video all the way through. I did not know what was coming. I did not know. I did not know that part was in there.
We Booker T'd ourselves.
Holy cow. Sorry about that, first and foremost. Oh my god, I did not watch. I've only seen that first little excerpt of what he's like, I'm tired of being a bitch. So I was like, I'm just gonna let it play.
Yeah.
I've never
Then we Booker T'd ourselves. It was like,
oh
at least it was.
God.
I mean,
at least it wasn't any of us saying it. I guess, you know?
No. It's the hardcore Philly fan. If you've seen him, you've seen him for a while. But
he's
he
like
does drop the
in legal trouble now.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot what his name was. Someone in chat probably knows who his name is, but he's in some sort of legal issues or something like that.
I did not
anyway,
know that.
Welcome to episode 36 of the Gamers Do Sports podcast. I hope to God we're not canceled yet.
I don't think we are.
I'm your host, AJ. We're missing a slew of cast and crew today. Tristan has some internet issues going on, and he races tonight, which is why we haven't been going on Wednesdays for the next couple weeks and previous weeks. Josh needed us to move to tonight because he's got his son's high school walkthrough kind of thing going on, like almost like an orientation, but not it. So we were supposed to go tonight. Josh called us up a little bit ago, a couple hours ago, saying he probably wasn't going to make it tonight. Our old boss man, Cody, was supposed to make an appearance, but then he found some other excuse to not come here tonight. So it's just me. It's me, AJ. It's Tony over here. It's 2 guys chilling. Lion Pride, One Pride.
Down the motherfucking field.
Which this will be a funny show because Tony and I, for the longest time, used to have like 20, 30-minute conversations when I used to drive home from work because Tony doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's going to be another extension of one of those, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be okay to have like the 2-man power crew. We did this before. We had some rare songs and random stuff. So I think we'll be all right if it came down to be. There's a lot that happened this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, man. I just can't get over that opening. I did not do my due diligence and
Your
watch that
eyeballs
through.
got like so big. It's like, oh.
I don't know if could you see me down there in the waiting room? I was like,
no. I just heard him say the line, and I'm like, oh, did he not? Oh,
yeah, no,
okay.
he said that. He said that.
Well,
But
you know what? He was mad about Philly, and can we start the show with a nice laugh that kind of before the podcast started, the Cowboys are retaining Mike McCarthy. And
I know, I had a whole thing listed where I was like, you know what? Jerry Jones is going to get rid of Mike McCarthy. There's not many places that Bill Belichick can go that's going to give him full team control. So you have to, this late in your career, you have to forget about that. And I was like,
right,
Dallas is the place. It's the most turnkey organization ready. He was going to go in and be the head coach. He was going to bring in his son, Steve Belichick, to be defensive coordinator. So he actually gets his defensive coordinator spot. And then he was going to bring Josh McDaniels in to be offensive coordinator. And that has thrown an entire wrench in everything I thought it was going to be. So now I get to sit back and think. And they said he wants to stay on the East Coast. Atlanta's probably the best job right now if the Eagles don't fire Sirianni, which I think would be total bogus to fire Nick Sirianni.
Right
now.
Yeah, and why in Tristan in our group chat prior to this was kind of what she was on here, but again, prior engagements, he's defending the move of keeping Mike McCarthy, which I don't understand because looking on the internet right now, how are you happy of keeping a coach that averages 10 to 12 wins in a regular season? Cool. Like, he's a great regular season coach.
Right.
But when the playoffs come around, this is the same dude who lined up Ezekiel Elliott at center in a playoff game.
I mean, Tony, here's the question. Right now, when you have a guy like Bill Belichick out in the market, do you want Mike McCarthy or do you want
Belichick's not even close. It's not even close. It's Bill Belichick.
I mean, that's kind of where I sit at with it because Belichick's got the career to prove it. He just is trying to go into an organization where he can win for his last couple of years.
Yeah.
And then ride off into the sunset. But man, this is a weird spot to be in because that was probably the most prestigious job that would have been available, I'd say.
Yeah. Easily.
Taking it off the market. And by the way, boy, do the Cowboys look like shit on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Holy cow, they looked awful on Sunday.
Yes, they did. And again, I mean, the defense that was good for them all year sucked.
That scoreboard was closer than what it really was.
Right. The defense that was good for them all year was not. Obviously, Dak kind of fell to the pumpkin. And I've heard this too. Sean mentioned in chat about one more year of his contract. I do think some of this is Jerry Jones having a yes man in McCarthy because Bill Belichick will check him. Jim Harbaugh would check him. Some of the elite coaches would check him. I think that in Jerry Jones's mind, he had a good enough team. They just ran into a buzzsaw in Green Bay, which I don't agree with, by the way. I think that you should have had a coaching change right now because the coaching market is very, very rich right now. This is the best coaching market in a long time. And Jerry Jones could have gone out there and said, hey, look, I'm going to put my ego aside. I'm going to throw Bill Belichick a ton of money or Jim Harbaugh a ton of money, have them coach my team. I want a championship before I go. And instead, this is like let's just stay back. Let's just be cool. We'll make a little bit of a duct tape move and run it back. And I think I don't know, you're the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I don't like them. You don't like them. But, like, you have the name. You have the recognition. You have people who care. And, like, that's what you do. I would be pissed if I'm a Cowboys fan today. I really would be.
So I understand what Sean's saying here. McCarthy has one more year on his contract. It doesn't matter. The Patriots released Belichick with a year left on his contract. Right. It does not matter. Head coaching jobs are revolving doors at this point. If you don't have a plus-win season or if you're on a team where playoffs are very important in the sense the team's already built to be in the playoffs and make substantial playoff runs, you're going to get let go. There is no more loyalty to organizations anymore, except for Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, the Patriots the last 5 years with Belichick. What's another one in there? Isn't there another team like Cincinnati hangs on to their coaches?
Cincinnati for the longest time was one
crazy.
When they had
even Arizona. Arizona for the longest time was kind of that way too.
Yeah, and I can honestly see the Lions now with Dan Campbell probably going to lock him up for a while. I don't see him
the first playoff win in 30 years, baby. Like, you got to lock him up now.
Yeah, in year 3, the improvements are you went from 3 wins to 9 wins to 12 wins in the playoff win. So, like, there's improvements there. But yeah, the loyalty in the NFL world is few and far between. And the thing also is in the Dallas situation, real quick, they don't know what they're going to do at quarterback because of the Prescott thing. But I think at this point, bringing back Mike McCarthy is truly a sign, at least in my eyes, of the core guys are coming back. We're just going to figure it out draft time. We're going to make a splash or two in free agency, look at the big name, and they're going to run it right back. And I think that's it's insane to me. Like, if I'm how is it a Cowboys? Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly
Jerry
it.
has too much loyalty to morons, and I get that. And the thing with Dallas is I'm getting a phone call right now. That's very professional. Tony, take it away. Actually, I think I need to take this real quick.
Okay. Well, as I guess we're going to do the one-man power trip here. I think the biggest problem I'm having, like, with the coaching carousel in general for the NFL is I'm seeing, like, again, Bill Belichick linked to Atlanta. Like, I don't know. Atlanta's not a ready-made team to win right now. I know the division's terrible, but how do you going to have Bill Belichick go to the Atlanta Falcons? It just, something doesn't click there. Harbaugh to the Chargers makes a ton of sense because he can have a little bit of power on top of being the head coach there. But I'm sure if you want to dive into it, talk about his Michigan clause if he wants to come back.
Oh, dude, we'll get to that here in a second. I just want to hit on Sean's comment here. Ben Johnson is leaving after this season. You need to come to grips with that. He was coming this season whether the Lions made the playoffs or not.
He honestly is. And he earned it, right? He's a hot commodity right now. So, like, you gotta turn around. And I heard that. I heard that's a speculation because he had the meeting. And I know Harbaugh had a meeting with Atlanta too, but like,
how about Atlanta keeping the whole thing under wraps? Like, usually where coaches are interviewing at, and they're like after the fact, like, yeah, we interviewed him. In a world where everything is leaked by everybody and all that, that's pretty good for Atlanta to keep it close under wraps. Sean, again, where's Ben going? Name your pick, man. Oakland's an opening, Tennessee's an opening, Carolina's an opening.
I think Carolina, because he might take Carolina might overpay him, but then give him
Carolina needs so much work. Tennessee is more ready than Carolina.
Carolina might be one of the worst jobs to take. You had the worst record in football and don't even have your pick.
Right. Like, that is not a job that if I'm any coaching candidate I want. I guarantee you Harbaugh doesn't even interview in Carolina.
No, hey, we might have messed up with Bryce Young. Can you fix him too? Because we don't have a backup.
Just know wherever Harbaugh goes, if he goes to the NFL, McCarthy's going with him. He's going to try to get Blake Corum there. Like, it's going to try to be a Michigan 2.0.
I think unless it's the Chargers, because I think Herbert stays. But yeah, if he goes to the Raiders, I can see that. If he somehow goes to the Falcons, I can definitely see that.
Because Desmond Ridder ain't the option there. We've seen that.
Desmond Ridder sucks. He's not good at all.
But I mean, tough for him to come into a situation where he's got a head coach who has no idea how to run an offense, obviously.
Right.
But you wanted to talk about the Harbaugh thing. How much more do you have to say, yeah, I cheated? By asking for immunity from any penalties, fines, suspensions. Are you kidding me?
It's disgusting, dude. And the fact that I saw a clip on Twitter on Colin Cowherd's show saying that a guy like Harbaugh earns it. Like you're a guy like Harbaugh, you can ask for stuff like that.
If Nick Saban did this, they would hang him from the rafters.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how Harbaugh's getting the free pass right now. And if all these allegations come about later, go, well, it's okay because, it's Jim Harbaugh and that's how the season played out. And it's like, that's why I'm saying this national championship, I'm happy for the players because they didn't do nothing wrong. But this Harbaugh thing is going to come back and bite him in the ass. They're not done. This investigation and all this shit they have.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's not done. People think it's all, well, we got caught with a can of cookie jar.
Not only is it bad that Harbaugh is saying this, but the university is saying this too. So the university knows he cheated. And they're continuing to employ him. Tony, question.
Yes.
If you're a student there and you cheat on a test, whether it be plagiarism, copying answers on a test, what happens?
Get a 0.
You get kicked out of the university.
Yeah, I was going to say, or it depends on what kind of test it is. But yeah, you definitely get an F. I mean, that's the starting point.
But he's the head coach. He's our Jimmy. He won us a national title. He can stay. It's okay. Oh, my God. Your university is insufferable.
I mean, yeah, well, there are people. Well, and as true as that is, Boom, the problem is the owner is very impatient. So, like, they're not going to be patient, whoever they have as the coach. I mean, they get Frank Wright like less than a year. So, like, I don't think it's going to – if I'm taking a head coaching job, you're ticking time bomb the minute you get hired.
That Carolina job is great for a head coach that either got ousted by a college team, young guy, let him take the reins, see what he can do. You give him a couple years. Sean brought up a great point. Harbaugh going to Washington with the number 2 pick.
Yep.
That ain't bad. You give him either a top quarterback or Marvin Harrison Jr., like, you're on the up there. You got a little work to do on defense. I think the offensive line's atrocious there, too. I think Sam Howell had to run for his freaking life back there in that backfield.
Yeah, he had a lot of sacks. But they're doing the right things of, getting Dan Snyder out. And now they have San Francisco's assistant GM went there, and they're doing like the, smart analytic kind of guy. So if you bring in Harbaugh, they're not going to just run like this system of who cares, it's for Washington. I think that they would actually be probably contender for the NFC East another year.
Can I just say, I hate this. Like, I hate this being a thing because he brings in millions of dollars. He stays. Like, I hate that that's even like an actual thing because that's what it is. He brings in a lot of money. He brings in eyes to the university, this, that, and the other. Like, if any student did what he did on a test or something like that, they're gone. They're expelled. Some end up in court.
Mm-hmm.
Not Harbaugh. Nope. Doesn't apply to the coach.
There is people around here, by the way, this is going to make you mad, that are bringing up the D word if he stays. A dynasty. We're building a dynasty if he stays because
Who's closer to a dynasty right now, Tony? The team on my hat or your team?
Georgia. Because Georgia's proven they've lost one game of note the last 2 years.
Easy, Reggie Bush.
Well, I will also, like I said, and that's the other thing that I was laughing at is this is about the Cowherd thing because he was talking about Harbaugh saying he's the best coach available, period. Like he would take him over Belichick right now in the NFL. And that he goes, and he mentioned your coach. He goes, Kirby Smart couldn't leave Georgia right now and go do something. I'm like, oh, boy.
Kirby Smart's the next Saban, like essentially. And
yeah,
I'm not trying to say like, that's it. Rah, we're the top. No, like he's literally been for the last 10 years building Georgia to what
he's been,
Alabama is.
What, 3 national championships you've had since he's been there and 1, 2?
3 national championships, and every time he's been in the playoff, he's led the team to the national title game.
Right. So how is he not, again, if he was in a bigger, well, I even say Georgia's not a bigger program, but I'm saying like in Alabama or Michigan, if Kirby Smart was doing that in these national programs that the media kisses ass, he'd get way more praise than he does.
Tony, this has been an ongoing talk between just you and I for the last several years. Does anybody kiss Georgia's ass in the media?
No.
What do they do to him? They just drop their pants and drop a turd on them every chance they get. And it's like, we're still here.
Yeah. You went from 1 to 6 after losing by 3 in the SEC title game. And they're like, well, the Georgia's not the same this year. But Alabama's magically good because they won the game by 3? Like,
they won the game by 3 on a ball that should have been called incomplete before the half was up. Just beside the point.
Yeah, and again, and I'm not trying to beat the dead horse out of it. I just think it's funny that Harbaugh's getting the free pass, and the media again is.
Dude, I tell you what,
I think you should go pro. I mean, get out of here, go pro. The Michigan coaching search after that, I think, is not going to be hard. I'm sure somebody will take it, but like,
I tell you what, It's funny though, seeing since that dude from Washington got hired to be the head coach of Alabama, everyone's jumping ship over there, including coordinators.
I see
Like,
that.
we're out of here. How the mighty have fallen. And the best part, Tony, Alabama fans are bitching about the transfer portal now. You weren't bitching 5-6 years ago, or 3-4 years ago when the transfer portal became a thing, were you?
No. Funny enough, they had the FanDuel head on Twitter about the 12 playoff projection for next year. Not seeing that A of Alabama on any of the 12, but seeing like a Tulane on there randomly.
That's
insane.
At the very best, a 2-loss team next year.
Yeah. Oh, I agree, Sean. Moore, he was the one that took over. I could see him being the coach for if he Harbaugh leaves. I could definitely.
Who's the dude from? He said Moore. Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore down in Dallas. I thought would have been an option for head coach if McCarthy had left.
He's actually on the Chargers now. Well, he was.
No, sorry, the Chargers.
You were right though.
Tony, I'm pretty sure he's on Dallas now.
Did he go back to Dallas?
Hang on.
Because I know he went over to the Chargers on like a whim last
Offensive
year.
coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So
another option for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and again, I think Kellen Moore is a good coordinator, and he's younger guy, but you can put somebody in a defensive coordinator, like a veteran in defensive coordinator. I'm just really stunned by the Harbaugh kiss ass still. Like I was just telling you, this is just incredible that this guy gets no repercussions. And again, I like Michigan. Okay, I'm a Michigan fan, but I also could be realistic and say what he did was cheating, and it's going to lead to allegations, and everybody's going to complain another 6 months or a year. Why did you take these away? Why are we getting recruits taken away? Why is the transfer portal probably going to punish him for that? It's because they cheated, right?
Right.
Everybody in the brother knows they cheated except Michigan fans or people who are so obsessed with Jim Harbaugh they just don't see the light of day. That's only people that don't get it.
Right. All right. You want to go into the Super Wildcard weekend results?
We can get super. Let's go.
We start things off in Houston, Texas.
That's right.
Where the Houston Texans upset, which I don't understand how that's an upset, but apparently an upset.
Sorry for
upset the Cleveland Browns 45-14. CJ Stroud comes in and dominates a very good Cleveland defense.
Lily's approval. Sorry,
she is going nuts back there.
She's going nuts. She's been in her moods, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's another topic for your off air. But anyways, so no, you know what? Here's what I'll say. I made a rating system. The article that I put up for Sector Media.
Very good article, Tony.
Thank you. I put the Texans as the second least confident team. Now, I kind of shot myself in the foot thinking that Joe Flacco was going to run right out of bed and just be Joe Cool again, and the Browns were going to take care of business. But the Houston Texans, again, a team that I did not she likes the Texans, Sean, absolutely. With CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans, I think have done a fantastic job. The head coach and quarterback. They've got their two main guys. And I got to tell you, even if they lose, Houston has nothing to hang their head on. I mean, they turned around this season and had a phenomenal year. They've got the pieces in play, and they don't have their other main rookie, Tank Dell, at wide receiver. He had a great year, but he's injured for the season. Shout out to Damian Pierce, who's my fantasy bust of the year. Thanks, guy. But you know what? Hey, listen. Houston deserves it, man. That's what I'm going to keep saying. Houston deserves it. Congratulations to them. Do I think they're going to beat the Ravens? No, but you know what? I didn't think they're going to beat the Browns. So,
dude, it was tight early. It was nothing there for a majority of the first quarter. I'm like, oh wow, back and forth. Each team's possessed the ball, and then out of nowhere, just Houston, just barrage of points.
Right. It's kind of crazy. Like I said,
10 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 7 in the fourth. It was over quick.
Did you see the picture online? They had like the afterwards, or Stroud was looking for Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun had like the death glare at him. Like,
No, I didn't see that. Hang
yeah,
on.
it was
Now
like
I'm
they're
looking
just.
it up.
I think Stroud was like high fiving somebody, but then you see just in the background Deshaun Watson. With
Well,
the glare, like,
that was
you
Watson's team, man.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, he had.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Hang on, we'll get this.
Oh
loaded up
man,
here.
so rich. It's so rich to see a nice guy like that. All that
Hang
money
on.
and all that fame.
There it is.
Yeah, he looks
Look
so
at
happy,
that.
doesn't he?
Why isn't
Oh.
Watson playing again?
What's that?
Why wasn't Watson playing again? He's hurt, right?
Shoulder injury. Yeah, he's played.
At least he was on the sideline this week.
It's true. If he wasn't, how much of a dirtbag move would that be? I mean, he's the most expensive player in their team. He's still their quarterback. He's going to start next year. Like,
Bro, it looks like Stroud's looking over and going, yeah, it's my team now, bitch.
yeah, look what you had, and then you left, and here I am as a rookie walking in with a rookie head coach, and just taking care of business. And again, great for Houston. Congrats to the Texans fans; they deserve it.
Right. That's all I got to really say about that game. Like, Flacco, great story, but, as I took us off the screen there we go. Flacco, great story, coming off your couch and playing well for Cleveland. Great, but see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Moving on to the negative 30-degree wind chill game of the week.
Dun.
Kansas City takes Arrowhead with Taylor Swift in attendance, causing uproar on Twitter. And the Chiefs absolutely decimated the Dolphins, 26-7. 15 fans, Tony, I got the notification today. 15 fans were taken to the hospital after the game for hypothermia.
Oh God.
They had to be all Dolphin fans. Ain't no way. Ain't
They
no
do with the
way. No
the
South
shirtless
Florida
guy.
boy is going to be okay in that kind of weather.
The shirtless dude. Did you see that guy? The shirtless Miami
I
fan that
didn't
was
see
dancing?
any of
Shirtless
that,
Miami
man.
fan was dancing.
Bro,
I'm
I
sure
saw a
he
guy
was one
holding a
of them.
sign that said NBC never been colder.
Dude. All right.
The icicles from Andy Reid's mustache.
Incredible.
Patrick
Also,
Mahomes' helmet breaking.
Yeah.
Which was nuts.
Yeah, the beer. Do you see the beers that were like so frozen?
The beers that
like,
were, oh my God, man.
Dude, absolutely insanity. Yeah, Sean Saul shirtless guy. The guy was just, he thought he was party animaling out there. And I'm like,
Dude, for those that don't, I'm doing this again. If you haven't seen the picture of the Mahomes helmet,
yeah.
it is nuts. Look at that. Helmets don't normally do that, folks.
No. I do like the Mahomes Darth Vader thing on the side, though. That is quite a perfect analogy of it. That's great. I love it.
The beers too. I'm gonna look for the beers here in a second, but go ahead.
All right, so I did not know this fact till after Sunday night's game, which we'll get to. Congratulations, Miami. You're now up of the longest streak without a playoff win. You've not won since the year 2000. I did not know it was that long since you haven't had a playoff victory. But you know what? And I will defend one guy on their team that I think is getting way too much hate, and that's Tua. I think people are wanting to move off of Tua because of this game.
Bro, he's 0-5 in weather like above or below 60 degrees or something like that, 75 degrees.
Sure, absolutely. And again, I think that the only problem I'm having is like with Tua, what is your solution other than just, I don't know, want to turn around and like grab a rookie again? Do you want to turn around and
Dude,
do you
here's
want
the
to
beers,
turn
by the
around and
way.
like grab a veteran? You want Flacco off the couch? Like, yep, there's those beers.
Imagine paying $20 for a beer, and that's what it ends up with.
I even pay for a beer, but that's beyond me.
Honestly, though, if your beer looks like that, you ain't drinking it quick enough.
No, man, you want to drink it as quick as possible. Alex, how you doing in chat?
What's up, nuts?
No, and that's the thing is you want to, if you're buying a $20 beer in that cold of weather, holy shit, man! Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Should have drank them faster.
You better freaking start drinking. You know damn well what's going to happen. You drink the damn shit as quick as you possibly can because it's going to
for
freeze
a
up.
bushy.
I mean, yeah, if you want a beer slushy, absolutely. But yeah, the Chiefs winning was a surprise, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I'm actually defending Taylor Swift a little bit. Why are people pissed she was happy? Who gives a
Listen,
shit?
people were like saying the same thing about Eminem at the Lions game, and I'm like, well, here's the difference. Eminem has a tie to the city. He's a fan of the franchise. He's been to several Lions games. Like, he is a fan. That is his team.
Detroit's been his home for how long? Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh, look at this. Welcome.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome. You did make it.
A little late, but
yeah, no, you're good, man. Now I got to figure out how to fix this stupid thing. Hang on.
You didn't miss a whole heck of a lot. We were reviewing some of the coaching stuff, and then we were on our second game of Wildcard weekend. So what are your thoughts on Houston and Cleveland?
I think Joe Flacco got exposed.
Joe Flacco got exposed as a guy who was sitting on his couch all the way up until week 16.
Yep. Pretty much. And now we're on the Kansas City-Miami game. What's your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, I think it went exactly how I think everybody kind of thought it was going to go. Tristan, you're not in the podcast, so you don't count. Shut up.
You could literally join from your phone, bud.
Yeah, still. He can join the podcast from his phone.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he could join the podcast from his phone.
I had stuff going on, and I still showed up.
But,
you know, I don't know. I think people are becoming extremely petty with Patrick Mahomes. Like, there were people on the online bitching about how he changed his helmet during a formation when there was a chunk.
Right.
Okay, no, that's an honest problem, though. Because for any sort of equipment issue, either a timeout has to be called or the player has to leave the game. And they made a special rule there for Mahomes. That's BS. Who was it that broke their helmet, the face mask, and he had to come out of the game after it broke on a hit? Was it Tennessee, Houston? It was one of those players.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of knocking in my head. Yeah, you're exactly right.
But when you're the poster child for the league, you get away with stuff.
That's a problem.
You know, hey AJ, I'm just saying, bro. One of your goats.
Didn't I say on this podcast last week that he was obviously the result of a lot of special privilege?
Oh,
it might not have been on here. I said it might have been to a buddy of mine.
Tom Brady is the definition and poster child for white privilege.
But like Harbaugh earlier, like there should be no special privilege. Rules are rules. It should apply to everybody.
Yeah, he's the coaching special privilege. That's 100% fact right now, for sure. For sure. I don't know.
I think this game hurts any Mike McDaniel credibility on being a good coach. That's what I think this was. Mike McDaniel is the product of having a Pro Bowl roster in front of him and being essentially handed to him, not knowing how to coach situationally a playoff football game, especially on the road, especially in a hostile environment. Some of the play calls were just horrendous. I mean, 3rd and 12, and you're going to hand the ball off or try to do a dump-off pass and lose 10 more yards. Like, not only are you taking yourself out of getting the first down or converting for the first down, you're taking yourself out of field goal range. You're taking yourself out of, short yardage to go situations on 4th down. Like, it was just a poorly managed game by Mike McDaniel.
How Skylar Thompson last year went into Buffalo in the snow and played better than Tua did in this cold weather in Kansas City. I mean, you knew it was going to be cold. And I'm not going to sit here and say Tua wasn't a problem, but I do think that this upcoming 2024 season, there's 2 hot seats, and it's both the quarterback and the coach. If they both underperform again, you're going to see some changes in Miami. I think they're going to run it back one more year like this.
I disagree with you. I think that coach and that quarterback have enough pull and clout in Miami where they're not on the hot seat quite yet.
I don't think they're on the hot seat. Yeah, it's debatable. If you have another Dallas Cowboys run where you make it to the playoffs and you're getting blown out the wild card weekend again, then you have an issue.
And Josh, oh geez,
well, now the whole party's here.
Hi, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Gamers Do Sports podcast. Welcome to episode 36. We have Tristan and Josh for now joining us again. Let me fix that because that's how that goes.
Man, I was top for like 5 fucking minutes.
35 minutes to be exact.
35 minutes.
Poor Tony.
God, man, seeing you from below, man, I just feel bad for your woman.
Are you in a kitchen?
Yeah.
What are you sitting at the kitchen table?
I am actually. I'm at my grandparents' house.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, because they've got
Make that
internet.
2 more cottons I like more than you.
They have internet.
They have internet.
They have internet.
Staying over here.
Real quick, Josh, I know you weren't on yet for the comment. The reason why I'm saying they were on the hot seat is Miami now owns the record for the longest playoff drought. They haven't won since 2000. So I think they're going to eventually get too irritated if they keep losing in the first round and then try to make some sort of change.
I just don't think they're on the hot seat. I really, really don't.
That's fair.
You know, I think that's getting ahead of themselves. They've brought a new culture into that city. And I think when it's all said and done, I think they're going to retool and they're going to try and come back a little bit stronger. Where they retool, I'm not really sure. I can't really answer that. But
That roster's already stacked, though.
that's why I'm saying I don't know where they're going to
Defensively
improve.
stacked, offensively stacked. Like, what more do you need? You need
Achan's only
upgrade the
young
head
running
coach.
back, by the way. Mozart's like 31. I forget the other guy. He's like 28. So like
A-Chain.
Hey, Shane.
Achan.
I don't know, man. But that pretty much does it there. Kansas City blew the doors off of Miami. You know. And did I say Philly, Kansas City? I don't even know what we all picked last week. I thought I picked Kansas City. I might have picked the Dolphins, though. I don't know.
I picked Kansas City and I picked Cleveland in those first 2.
I don't know.
I picked the Dolphins and the Texans.
Let's move on
Let's move on to the next game.
to Dallas, Texas. And Tristan's Dallas Cowboys taking on the Packers of Green Bay.
I noticed that we're missing somebody.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Where the Packers came in and again blew the doors off the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs.
Oh, excuse me, I'm choking over here.
Dallas Cowboys were 8-0 at home this season coming into this game.
Wild.
And the opposing team that owns that has more wins than the Dallas Cowboys do in that building, undefeated Green Bay in Dallas in the playoffs, comes in and rolls the Cowboys. Cowboys questionable if they were going to fire McCarthy. They don't do that.
Dummies.
What's your takeaway from this game? I mean, Tristan started off, man.
Get rid of Dak.
Hey, man, Dak Prescott doing Dak Prescott things. I mean, I've been saying this. I mean, he just isn't the guy, man. I mean, it's horrible. It's like this man is overthrowing people, and it's by like 50 yards, bro. It's embarrassing. It is. I hate it. I hate it every week.
Terrible.
I hate this.
Do you want to move on from Dak Prescott?
Yes.
Do you want to move on from your diva wide receiver core?
I would.
Ferguson was your best receiver on Sunday.
I would move on from Gallup. I think that over Amari was probably the dumbest thing ever. I would have dropped Michael Gallup so fast. I mean, yeah, I don't.
The fact that the Packers are doing it all over again with Jordan Love after they did it with Brett Favre, and then everyone thought they moved on from Brett Favre too early to go to Aaron Rodgers, and then everybody thought they moved on from Aaron Rodgers too early for Jordan Love. They are literally doing this for a third time right now.
I think Josh had said that his Bears made
What?
boy seem good. And I think my Cowboys did too. I don't know.
Maybe he
What
just
happened?
is that good.
Is
No.
he though? I mean,
Who?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is actually a pretty good quarterback. I want to see one more full year before I put him in this like status of the next, but he's definitely pretty damn good.
I would. I mean, this is biased, but I would take CJ Stroud over Jordan.
Oh, by the
Any day of the
way,
week. Any day.
by
of
the
the week.
way, I looked at a statistic for you, Grandma's
Great.
boy, since you're
Great.
over there.
Great take there, Tristan.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know,
I
It
mean,
is.
come on. That's like saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to start a basketball team, and instead of Brian Scalabrine, I'm going to take Jordan.
I would.
here, Tristan, what is
Only
Or-
what
time
is CJ
CJ
Stroud?
Stroud will ever be compared to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, here, Tristan.
No,
what
I'm just
does
bashing his take.
That's fine.
my coach Dan Campbell and your coach have in common?
I don't know.
They
Tom.
both have one playoff win on their teams. The problem is you've been with the same guy for several years.
Settle down there, killer, okay? It's not time for you to start getting cocky with your one fucking win.
He
Okay.
absolutely can.
Settle
We got
down.
5 more minutes.
Bro, more playoff wins this decade than the Chicago Bears do.
Well, that's not difficult.
I'm not being cocky. I'm pointing it out that he's defending Mike McCarthy, Josh. He thinks that he should stay as coach.
No. I'm saying everybody's so uppity about the coach. I mean, but
uppity
the coach is supposed
uppity.
but the coach only puts in
I guess he could say that.
all the game plan. No, shut up. The coach puts in the game plan, but the players have to do it.
Oh
I mean-
my god.
That's how I feel about it. I mean,
Good God. Can you put
We
a
got-
background up of Captain Obvious behind
We got Cliff Belichick in the bottom over here.
We're not talking about football here.
yes.
We're just
Spoken
talking
like a
about- talking
true
about good
cowboy
players.
broken fan right now. It's
No.
on the players, not on
no,
the
because
coach.
I'm a realistic fan, though. That's the big difference.
I'm not gonna lie, this newfound cockiness to you, Tony, it doesn't fit you.
I just want to bring this comment back up.
Wait, what?
Imagine having a slushie for free. He's right below me.
Like, I'm sorry, you've been the wet blanket of the NFC for years, and all of a sudden you turd off one win, and all of a sudden you're the freaking Patriots of old.
No, I just have the reason to celebrate. There's nothing wrong with celebrating after 30 years of misery.
Hold on. But
Go ahead, Tristan.
you will celebrate that, but I'm still waiting on the celebration for Michigan winning the national championship, bro. That's what I'm waiting on. I need you to
I was
be
more
happy.
happy Sunday night than I was for the national championship.
That's crazy to me.
No, it's not.
They didn't even made it.
Are we
there.
just
You know
moving
why?
on from the Packers Cowboys here? Like Packers decimated the Cowboys. The Cowboys
Okay,
once again
and-
choked in
my-
the playoffs.
Yeah, okay, Dallas choked, and Green Bay, congratulations. If you can go into San Francisco and win that game, that's going to be insane, but I think your reality is about to get hit on Saturday night.
Is that
Oh.
it? Is that it for the Packers and Cowboys?
The Tony hot take of the week.
Is that
Oh,
it for
I'm
Packers
sorry
Cowboys?
over there, Hot Take McGee. What do you have here? I mean, I'm waiting for you to do something hot takey, huh?
I want the
Oh.
Packers to lose. That's my hot
I
take.
think they will lose.
I want
San
the
Francisco's the
Packers
most
to lose.
loaded team in the damn NFL.
Before we get to this next game, let's just give a little flashback, shall we?
Please, sir.
Give me in the Super Bowl for 2023, Joey Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. Give it to me. Book it.
What?
Book it.
Yes. We have found the
Oh.
man. AJ is the man who said
Hey,
the Detroit
you know
Lions
what?
are going to make
It happens. I look like a fucking genius.
Please.
Well,
So,
half
you're
of that's
half right.
going good so far.
moving on to Detroit Rock City. Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions
Man,
playing a playoff game at home
Beautiful.
against the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford's return voyage to Detroit ends in defeat to the hands of Jared Goff, Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions for their first playoff win in 32 years. And they gave the Rams every chance to come back in that game when they should have had it.
Yes,
Finished by halftime.
Yep. Yep.
AJ,
What?
I'm gonna send you something real quick. Can you play it?
Potentially.
Please.
And I have to watch it through first because that opening tonight didn't
Yeah, I
go
don't know if you
so
saw the
well.
opening. Whoops. We had a Booker T
Yeah.
moment. We'll just say that.
Get a Booker T.
Not from us. Not from us. From the opening monologue person.
This is
said the word.
specifically for Tony.
He said, Hulk Hogan.
Tristan, hit the line for Junior, please.
I don't want to hit the line. Audio shitty, all that, but I'll try it. Good afternoon. You're on this show? Ish. Kind of. All
About as sad as your Dallas Cowboys.
Tony, I was
What?
buying into the train. I was buying in on the train, and now I hope the train falls off the tracks now. I'm so
proud the guy that usually is the caboose of the train is talking about train metaphors. But go ahead.
I just hope that if it happens, I'm going to dog you next week if it happens, just because
Dog me for what?
I was happy for Detroit. I was so happy.
Good.
I was like,
I'm
let's
glad
go.
you're happy.
Like,
What's
let's
your
go.
point?
Oh yeah, my mic was muted, Junior. Thank you. Where do you think he went? He's not here again. Found another excuse to not be here. Thanks, Junior.
Probably picking out a chair.
I don't like the Cowboys, Tristan. Like, I don't know where this
But-
is becoming some sort of like.
I understand that.
News.
I understand that. But like Josh said, this newfound cockiness isn't very fitting.
It's weird.
Will you settle down over there, Giggles? Jesus.
It does. It just. I'm sorry that it hurts that the Kings of the North here actually is doing something in the playoffs,
God.
unlike
Nice.
Dallas and Chicago over there, who's picking their
Settle down,
ass looking for
Scooter.
the first overall pick. Don't be mad at me for freaking actually being happy.
Oh God.
He said, "Don't be mad they tore out Space Mountain." down."
Yes, boom. Yes, boom. Yes, boom. That is the truth. Unfortunately,
Are we able to play the clip for Tony?
Oh, I said it, and then I realized that I was muted when I said it, but I was sent the clip of even the sun shines on a dog's ass.
and you know what? I hope it keeps shining on, shining on. I don't care. Let the holiness come down.
I wanted him to see the clip.
I just want to say, real quick, the Atlanta Braves win a World Series. The Georgia Bulldogs win a national championship. Michigan wins a national championship. Who knows? Maybe the Detroit Lions, I'm just saying.
Hopefully, unlike the tainted Michigan one, the Lions one will be legit, and I can celebrate it fully. I'm sure right
Then
now
it
it
comes
is.
out Dan Campbell cheated at the end. Of
Okay, let me.
Oh God. I will be at full mast for the foreseeable future.
You wanna
This
talk
is-
about
Can I
Listen.
just say,
sport
Go ahead.
year for Tony?
No, hold
Tony
on.
would
This
be-
Gamers Do Sports thing. It's
Put
never
your
about
fucking
Tony's
hands
happiness.
down.
It's about Tony's misery. I finally have something to be happy about. And then we got McGee's over here going, "Oh, you're so happy. I don't like this. Oh,
Tony.
you're actually having a good time."
Tony.
Except AJ. I
Tony,
pointed to two McGee's over here. I was trying to
Tony.
point to those two. Yeah.
please put down the only participants in a threesome that you'll ever get. We don't need to see him on the screen.
Listen, I'm going to do some switch off. That's my pick, okay? I'm just trying to
Zero doubt about that.
all
We'll
I'm
do it.
saying is that I am actually happy that my teams are doing something, but you, the miserable fucking Chicago person, has to come in here and be like, "Urgh, this is bullshit. You're on your high horse." Like,
I'm not on a high horse.
no,
I'm
it's
on-
saying I'm on the high horse because I'm happy my team won. I'm just having fun with it.
Trust me, brother, it'll remain the same that the only Lions that'll ever touch a Super Bowl field will be from Katy Perry's halftime show.
We're two wins away.
Oh God, I love it. You get one fluky win.
Oh, now it's a fluky win.
Oh my God.
Now it's a fluky win.
Oh my god!
I love that I'm taking this position when I told you throughout the entire week that I was rooting for them, which I did.
First person to like and congratulate me was you. So it's like I know you're fucking around, but you know.
But I gotta rain on this parade.
Oh, can I just say real quick though about the game? Thank God that Puka Nacua got held on that third down and wasn't called because.
Yeah, listen, Nacua got held on that.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Lions' fault started on that one play. I still
No
am
idea
confused on that one.
No idea, man.
Wow.
There were some questionable play calls both ways.
The Detroit Lions deserved every bit of that win. It wasn't a fluke.
No.
If anything, they tried to hand the game back over to Green Bay because Goff was throwing darts all over the field, and your whole team was Drops McGee over there.
Yeah, and I know before Boom went all like boom about it. I without the Cooper Kupp question. Yeah, he's not the. Yeah, I don't know. I think Nakua's our number one. Clearly, he's our number one going next year.
Kupp's gotten to the age range, man. He's he's at that 30? Age. He's injuries galore now. Nacua is their quarterback or their wide receiver of the future.
Yes.
And just know the Patriots drafted kicker Chad Ryland before Nacua was drafted. I just want to point that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nakua's the true number one. Kupp could be two. And again, I think
where's the picture of Bill Belichick's dog during quarantine? By far my favorite draft picture of all time.
Do I even have that on here? I thought I did, but I don't think I do. No, I don't have it on here. We'll just have to pretend it's here because I don't have that one.
We'll just have to pretend it's here.
I don't know. I'm just finding it extremely humorous that the Lions fan has a little swagger to his step.
Let them. There's actual hype around their playoff run.
I mean, it's either that or diabetes.
Bro, think about it this way. Your team hasn't been relevant since the 80s. At least the Lions are relevant now.
Wait a minute. My team hasn't been relevant since the 80s?
Absolutely. No one even cares that you guys went to the Super Bowl in 05. You got decimated by the Indianapolis Colts.
I mean, it was a fantastic halftime show. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, Prince was chef's kiss.
Best halftime show of all time.
The only thing Chicago fans had excitement for was the halftime show of that game.
Yeah,
no, that was the thing. And I feel like I cursed them when I was watching it because I was with Dave, our buddy Ed, and a friend of ours, Paul, who is now serving a long prison sentence for
that fella. Yeah,
certain things. And I remember sitting there next to Dave after Hester ran it in. And I went, you know what, man? The odds of us now is that's probably going to be the only good thing that we have. And he goes, no, man, we're going to take it to him. That was the only good thing we had. Period. The rest of the game, I was a Lions fan in a sense. Head in hand going, oh, God.
In a sense.
You gave big old forehead his first ever Super Bowl victory.
Oh.
You gave Indianapolis his second airport a Super Bowl victory.
Toilet bowl head Manning?
Yeah.
He literally looks like the front of a toilet bowl.
And the only reason why the Colts were there was because New England decided to go for it on fourth down when they shouldn't have.
I think we would have had a better shot at beating New England that year.
You would not have. You would not have.
Your quarterback was Rex Grossman. Are you sure about that?
Was that Randy Moss's first year with New England? No, you would not have.
No, it was the year after.
It was 06, right? It was 06.
The year after, I think you got.
Come on, man. Why are you hating on Sexy Rexy? I mean, aside from the fact that he's a fucking dumpster fire from start to finish.
He's not Jay Cutler. Douchebag.
Hey. Let's take a trip down memory lane on this one. Was I ever a fan of Jay Cutler?
No, you were not. No, you were not. Never, ever. Especially after the NFC title game when he was on the bike being an asshole, not doing anything.
I'm not going to lie. Even when I saw him on the sidelines this season, I was like, what is that fucking guy doing here?
Right.
Go away.
Tony, tip your hat. The Lions forward down the motherfucking field.
Yes.
Yet I'm the only one who saw this coming.
You did. And shout out to everybody in Detroit that actually was able to celebrate that moment. And I'm not being sentimental, but it was nice to see my dad me have a quick conversation with him and him saying, I can't believe we're seeing this. I honestly can't believe I'm seeing another playoff win.
Hey, guys, shut up for a second.
Oh.
Someone has a question.
Who do you think's going to be in the playoffs? I mean, in the Super Bowl this year? I think Ravens and Chiefs.
When did your voice drop? Holy crap, dude.
Hey, you said what?
Holy crap. Hey.
I'm still baffled by that alone.
Dude, no offense. That's a crazy part.
Josh, there's no denying that's your kid, by the way.
Oh, there's
No,
no doubt at all.
No.
Yeah,
And somehow I have
Poor
shout-out
boy's
to
got a
you.
hard life ahead of him.
Sweet.
that's right. But to
Okay.
answer his question, because he came in here and asked me that, and I was like, get over here. You gotta ask the boys that.
Can I be
Okay.
selfish and say Detroit, Kansas City?
No, you cannot, because that was my team that I picked to go to the Super Bowl. Detroit, Baltimore. That's what I'm
No.
going with.
Run it.
Can I be realistic? I'm going to say San Francisco versus
Yeah, okay. Pick the lowest hanging fruit, Tony. There you go.
Against
I
Kansas
mean,
City.
he's made a lifestyle out of it.
Oh, look. San Fran, Baltimore, Kansas City. Easy pick.
Yeah, but I still think the Chiefs and Ravens are doing it.
Thanks, kid.
You're welcome. Enjoy your podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Appreciate it.
coming.
I'm still shocked that you sound so adultish now. It's crazy.
First time caller, long time listener.
It's crazy.
We hang up on those.
It's crazy.
It is. It's crazy because I'm
funny.
so used to hearing like the kiddish voice, and now it's like not, and I'm like,
insane.
what
I mean,
the?
yeah, man.
That's
That's why,
insane.
like, when he popped in and asked me that, I'm like, get over here. You guys got to see him.
I want people to realize I've known Josh since that kid was born. So this is like
Before that,
even before that. So
Yeah.
like it's just like insane just to hear. You hear it from the voices all the way up like a kid style. Now it's like young teenager, and you're like, what the? It's crazy. Time flies, man.
Yeah, the reason why we're not doing the podcast tomorrow is because I have to go do the like freshman orientation for the parents
Right.
for high school.
Hey,
Can you believe that?
I got a audio message from a buddy of ours. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Oh, hang on.
Was that boom?
That was
Yes.
Boom.
Amazing.
He does it to a T every time.
It's amazing. It's
Every
worth its
game of
weight in
Monopoly
gold.
ever played, and the only one we all remember is me flipping the board virtually.
Because
Hey.
it's the last game we ever played.
No,
We-
I
we
swear to
never
God, we
played
played at
after
least
that.
once or twice after that.
In the wise words of a Franco from the movie Superbad, some people don't forget, bro.
Hey, all I know is apparently I bring the memories, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, that's just who
Oh.
I am.
You bring something, all right.
Yeah.
He's got the moxie.
Apparently,
Oh God, I'll be right back.
Oh man. So since
Yeah.
we're an hour in and we have 2 more games to go now. Moving on to the game that was moved from 1 o'clock on Sunday because of too much snow.
oh yes,
The Buffalo Bills took on the Pittsburgh Steelers and made that team go ice cold. The Buffalo Bills win 31-17 behind Josh Allen's could have been greatest playoff performance to exist. I don't know where all this audio is.
you
Yep.
muted yourself.
I didn't mute myself. I'm still here.
Okay.
Huh.
Man,
Anyway, Buffalo beats Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh tried to make it close late, but, Buffalo was just steamrolling them. Josh Allen, probably his best playoff performance in Buffalo or in his NFL career. Yay. Buffalo moves on. That's all I
Buffalo
got.
beat a bad Pittsburgh team without T.J. Watt and Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Yippee fucking kaye.
Yep. All right.
yeah, but
That's
I asked somebody this: would it have been any different with Pickett at center?
No.
You know what I mean?
maybe, but you know what? The Buffalo Bills playoff blunder will happen this week against Kansas City.
Well, hold on. Before we get past Pittsburgh, can I give a small shout out to Mike Tomlin for the way that he handled the second someone started asking about his
Bro, I
contract?
got to see if I can
Like
find
a
that.
gangster, like a fucking gangster. I loved it.
By the way, he already said he's coming back for Pittsburgh.
That's fine, and that's an obvious. That's the part
Right,
that I think
right.
that he was pointing out. You guys ask him this shit every year, and every year he comes back. He's not going anywhere.
No.
He is tied in with that family. That family loves him.
They have 4 coaches in like 60 years. They're not going to go fire Mike Tomlin, especially after another 10-win season.
All right, you guys want the audio?
Absolutely.
I don't know how this is going to pop up on the screen. Hopefully pretty good. There we go.
Anyone? Mike, you have a year left on your contract.
Gangster! Gangster!
Mike, you have a year left on your...
He said,
Peace the fuck out.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that was the most gangster thing I've seen from a coach in years.
Oh, he high-stepped it out of there. He was like...
And
yeah,
you know what? Good on him. Because you know what? They just lost a playoff game. Do you really think he needs to fucking talk about his contract again? No. I don't. And again, Pittsburgh fans, I know a few that want him gone. And I keep telling them, you see what's on the other side. All these big names, I don't think they're going to go flock to Pittsburgh. I really don't.
I don't think
Pittsburgh's
that.
not-
I think that
not
if he wanted to leave, I think the family would talk him out of it.
yeah.
Sure.
Like, I really do. I think that he is a fantastic coach. Even with shit teams, he makes something out of it. And you got to give him his credit. And constantly asking him about his contract is a very passive way of not giving him his credit that he's due. That's just my opinion. I
Sure.
could be wrong. And I am not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm not. You know, I hope they do well. I do. But I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But the fact that you are constantly asking this guy the same damn question year in and year out when he has done nothing to give you any insight that he's going to go anywhere else is insulting his intelligence. It really is. I would have been an asshole about it, be like, yeah, I'm leaving, and just walked out and have them go through a slew of craziness for the next 6 months and then show up at spring training and be like, yeah, I was lying. You guys keep asking me the same question. I keep giving you the same answer, but yet you don't seem to get it. So I figured I'd give you something.
You know what the crazy part is, Josh? He just won 10 games with Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph.
And what
Like,
did he
he won-
start with? What did they start as? Like what, 1-5 or something like that?
They had a rough start. But, I mean,
Yeah, no,
he had little shit at quarterback.
But
Little shit.
that's my point. I was kind of building on what you said. With such a horrible start, and he still ends with a 10-win season.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. Why do you have to? At this point, don't even ask him about his contract. Let us know when you're leaving, and we'll address it then. Until that time comes, we're just going to handle it like we're handling it now.
You know, Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Famer, okay? So you had him for a lot of those years, but
They should put his plaque in the bathroom.
I just think that if they can find a quarterback
That was an
steady enough-
unironically funny joke, Josh, and I picked up on it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Think about it, Tony. What did Ben get in
Like,
trouble
Oh,
for?
never mind.
There
Never
you
mind.
go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. It took a little bit. Just
The
like
light bulb clicked on
we heard,
after you kind of.
The joke's
It-
funnier when you
I-
have to explain it.
kind of it's off the sports topic, but I find it hilarious. You know that recently Ed O'Neill got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
No.
Do you know who that? Do you guys know who that is? I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al
Do you know-
Bundy.
yeah. Do you know where they put his star?
Where?
Right in front of a shoe store.
Perfect.
Is that not
Dude.
amazing?
Oh my God, that Al Bundy hit. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, that just made it so much better.
And you know what? And it's just because of if you watch the show, and you have to have like a bigger sized woman walk by it, because if you watch a show, you would know with the feet, with the big women, which is like MO about
Yeah.
that show.
So I mean, it was perfect. When I heard that, I was like, "That
Yeah.
can't you can't write this."
No,
Like that was perfect.
no.
So, so we done talking about Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Thank
Games
Christ.
and-
Moving on to the Sunshine
Hell
State
yeah.
of
It was a
Florida.
great show.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. where the Philadelphia Eagles only scored 9 points in one quarter, and that was it. That was it for them of the night. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers blast Philly all the way back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by a final score of 32-9. Baker Mayfield has the greatest playoff performance any Bucs quarterback has ever had.
Wow.
32-9. Tom Brady never threw for 300-plus yards for Tampa when he was there in the playoffs. Baker Mayfield throws for 337, 3 touchdowns. Rashad White carried the ball 18 times for 72 yards. The only bit of offense came from Devonta Smith, the Philadelphia Eagles, 8 catches for 148.
I love it.
Philly gave up. Can we just call what it is? Philly gave up halfway through that game.
Can I also just say that we all picked Tampa last week?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll take the Eagles because nobody else is going that way, and I don't want to be one of those where we all pick Tampa. But I said before I said that I think Tampa's going to win.
Well,
yeah.
I will say one thing in positive towards the Eagles. Everybody raise your cups. Raise your cups. I know everybody's got one. Okay, come on. The Jason Kelsey for a great career.
Yep.
I'll give
Hold
it
that because on the podcast he said he's not officially said he's retiring.
Would he play somewhere else like Kansas
No.
City with his brother one year?
That's what I said.
Maybe.
That's what I said. That they'll give him a contract to come try to win one with his brother.
Who's Kansas City center?
That's a great question. That's the only place I can see him going is a 1 year on Kansas City to play with Travis. And that's about the only thing I can see him do.
I think that'd be great. I'll be honest with you. For that year, I would be a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Their mom would be happy because they only have to do one travel for her just to see them both on one team.
And you know what? I heard something that made me actually gain a shred, a sliver, a hair of respect for Tadoff Switler.
Go ahead, but I'm going to put all the Jason Kelsey to Kansas City rumors to bed here.
No. From what I hear, and again, I don't have confirmation on this. It's only what I've heard, that there is a rule that when she is at Chiefs games, the annoying Mahomes can't be in the box.
What do you mean?
with him.
His wife's there right next to him all the time.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the Crypt Keeper. I'm talking about the weird brother.
Jesus.
Oh. Well,
So
yeah.
to put the Jason Kelsey rumors to bed, Creed Humphrey is the center for the Kansas City Chiefs, and in 3 seasons, he has 2 Pro Bowls. He was a second-team All-Pro last year, a Super Bowl champion. His college stats are even better. Yeah, no, they're not. Jason Kelsey is not going to the Chiefs anytime soon.
And Travis Kelsey is either retiring or as a Chief or
Yeah, there you
he's
go. There you
Oh,
go.
no, he'll retire a Chief. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I still think it would be nice to see him try to win one with his brother.
Yeah, Philly, like I said, I watching that was like, again, good for Tampa, and I know we're probably going to preview the games for the divisional.
Yeah.
I just Philadelphia just
Philly
looks like a team that just
So flat.
gave up, man.
Oh, I said that when I was watching it. I
AJ
said it in the second half. It's like they didn't even come out of the locker room.
AJ Brown
Fucking
just
try.
giving up on the team essentially with 2 weeks left in the season. The culture there is not good right now.
No.
It is not good.
No,
And I love the fact that
I also find it funny that Matt Patricia has been with the team for 6 weeks and they went 1-5 in that time.
Oh, I love
the
that.
Eagles have only won one game since Sirianni came in the locker room yelling about Chiefs fans and
The
all
Chiefs
that.
fans.
Matt
then-
Patricia took over as their defensive coordinator with 6 weeks to go.
Oh.
It was joyous for all the right reasons for
The
every fan
Pats-
around that's not an Eagles fan.
Listen,
I gotta give
Patriots-
AJ credit on that one because Patricia came from the Belichick tree and he'll jump right on with us and just bash that guy.
If you watch the whole Patricia's career, like he's interviewed, right? And he's talking about when he was at the Lions and they've asked him like something along the lines of, what makes you think you're a good head coach for this team or whatever. And he's like, you saw what happened in the Super Bowl, right? I called the play that was the interception. It was because of me they won that Super Bowl. And then you flash to the the mic'd up of the Super Bowl, and he's over there on the sidelines, like almost crying, not knowing what play to call in this situation. And I think Belichick or somebody came with the headset and said, send Malcolm or do the jump route, whatever they had going on. Whatever
Rewatch that. That is Bill Belichick 101 going. There. I know what we're doing. Let's go.
Patricia on
Bam,
the sidelines crying over his pencil.
And you know what? This is where the Patriots and Lions fans both can applaud this, because that fucking asshole, I swear, he came in with this whole chatter about how he's going to make this culture change and stuff like that. Do you know what happened in the very first game he was head coach here? Yeah, we made Sam Darnold, when he was a rookie of the Jets, completely outshine us with a 50 burger. And he's sitting there.
Then
with
2 weeks later,
backwards
you beat
head.
the Patriots. So,
well, I mean, that's like early in the season. You guys play the first, when you had Brady and Belichick, you play the first few weeks like it was preseason extra just to get some stuff. I mean, you guys didn't really try that hard the first
right.
game. Never had.
Just good for the Bucks. It's a team that, again, everyone's like, well, the Bucks aren't going to be as good. It's still a Pro Bowl offense, defense that the Bucks have. It's the same team that Brady left, essentially. Better running game than what Brady had as well.
Credit to Baker Mayfield.
Baker's had a career resurgence. Good for him.
Yep. Earns a contract. He better be starting there next year.
It all ends this week, though.
We'll see when the predictions come about.
So let's talk about something here. I have the viewership numbers for Wildcard Weekend. We're going to play a game. Josh, you can't compete because you've already done this earlier before I knew you were going to come on.
Okay.
What was the least watched game of the weekend?
The Peacock game.
The Peacock game is correct. 23 million. What was the number one most watched game?
Either the Cowboys or the Lions, but I'm going to guess the Cowboys since they got a better viewership.
Cowboys Packers 40 million. Number one. Number two was the Lions Rams at 36 million.
That's right.
Number three was the Steelers Bills with 31 million, which I'm shocked on a game that was moved to 4 o'clock on a Monday had the third most viewership.
Right.
Fourth was the Browns Texans with 29 million, and fifth was Eagles Bucks with 28.6 million.
Can I also say the Chiefs? Okay, the Chiefs and Dolphins number was like 4 million.
Yeah,
they would have been over 30 million if it was on regular TV. I think the hype about this whole Peacock getting this game and like this future of being Peacock getting games, I personally don't like it. But I also think we're going in a digital world when it comes to these games.
Absolutely. This is how all sport in 20 years, all sports will be streaming. That'll be the only way you can
We will watch the
watch
Super Bowl digital only in the next decade.
Yep.
I hate to say it.
And you know what's going to be crazy? Amazon's going to have the rights to it.
Oh, yeah. 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 Amazon is going to be the powerhouse for it because here's the thing.
You're going to have to pay $10 to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Or you can go to Twitch or you can go to these but you can have these social, like, it's going to be networking. Now, the internet goes out during the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, like, this is where I think having too much technology going online only it could catch up to you. But you're right. Sports is going this way. I've seen more teams do team special packages. The Vegas Golden Knights and NHL had it this year where I think there was like a 60-game package where you can just watch Golden Knights games for a price. You don't have to worry about any other like the ESPN pluses or nothing like that. We might go that route in more sports. Hey, I'm a hardcore fan of a team outside of my state. Can I pay, $75 for the year and I get just those games? And I don't care about the other thing. I can save $75.
Dude, I'd love a package where I can just watch Patriot games and then Red Zone. Just give me the Patriots games and Red Zone. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Red Zone's
and this season the Lions.
Hey.
All right, let's do picks because we only got like 15 minutes left here. Saturday for the divisional round, 4:30 p.m. on ESPN. We have the Ravens hosting the Texans. The spread is Baltimore by 9. I will take the Baltimore Ravens handily. Handily. 2 for the Ravens. Tony?
I will take the Ravens and the number.
Tristan?
I'm going to go Houston.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm just going to pick them.
Wait, you took the Texans upset?
Everybody else picked the Ravens.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. At 8:15 p.m. on Fox, we have the 49ers hosting the Packers. Another San Fran by 9 is the spread. I will take the 49ers again. I think it's going to be a little bit closer, though. I think it's going to be closer than the 9-point spread. 49ers, though.
I'll take the Niners and the points.
Niners, but the Packers keep it close.
I'm right there with you on that one. Kristen?
Pick same, but I'm going to take the over on that one.
The over set to 50.5.
Yeah, that's fine. They're going to blow them.
I see both teams scoring at least 25 points. Or 20. On Sunday, on NBC, 3 o'clock p.m., your Detroit Lions lower down the motherfucking field. Take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The spread is Detroit by 6.5. What's the weather going to be like in that dome, Tony?
Don't they play indoors? That's such a weird question to ask.
I'll put that video up later too because that was too funny. Give me the Lions. Give me the points. Lions.
I'm gonna go. I know it's crazy, but I'm gonna take. You said the Bucks, right?
They're playing the Bucks.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
Okay. Tony, do we even need to ask you here?
I think Tampa keeps it close. I do think the Lions win by a field goal.
Tristan?
I'm going Tampa on that one.
Okay.
And Boom says Bucks by 14. What?
He's just saying that to get a rise out of you. He's got to be.
Game.
The final game of the weekend, 6:30 p.m. on CBS. You get old Jim and Tony in the booth.
Jim?
For the Buffalo Bills hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs to beat Buffalo. The spread is Buffalo by 3.
I'm going to take Chiefs convincingly.
I agree.
Kansas City by a touchdown.
Did you see the meme? And it was like Taylor Swift checking into the most luxurious hotel in Buffalo. And it was like a studio apartment.
I thought you were going to talk about the meme where it said Bills fans to Taylor Swift, and it was the Mae Young and Bubble Ray Dudley body slamming them off the stage.
That was good too. That was good too.
That was a funny one. Yeah. What about you, Tristan?
I'm gonna go Kermit the Frog wins this one. I just
No trust in Buffalo. They got the home game. We're all like Chiefs.
and then
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
So here is the Todd Bowles thing, by the way. It was too funny to not share. Todd Bowles, ladies and gentlemen.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit.
Hang on. Sorry.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to talk to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? They got a dome. No, nothing planned. We're indoors. And
wow.
We only have to be outside for 20 seconds getting off the bus going under the thing. So we'll be okay.
Could have been so much meaner to that person. He's like, yeah.
AJ.
That dumbfound look on his face, man.
AJ, play the video I just sent you. It's only like 10 seconds. Of Patrick Mahomes.
is it him as Kermit the Frog? I've seen that one.
It's not him as Kermit the Frog, but I swear to God, after seeing that, that's how I'm always going to think he's going to walk into a
This
field.
is why I hate Facebook videos.
Why they never work?
No, I can't rewind it.
Yeah, I know the Facebook ones. Yeah, I kind of.
Now I gotta watch it through, and then I gotta go to here.
Because it fits perfectly to what.
Gosh, you're a pain in the ass, Josh.
I swear.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on. Get paid. All gas glitter. Just go. Stars break.
That's great.
That's for forever until he retires. If he walks in like that, that is exactly what I'm going to see.
All right. Do we have an in the rough this week collectively?
The Dallas Cowboys are being idiots and choking again.
Can I go Dallas Cowboys, but for a different reason?
Sure.
Yes.
Bringing Mike McCarthy back.
Thank you. That was going to be mine.
See, Tristan?
I was going to hate on Jerry Jones for that.
Yeah, we're all going to sip to that. Screw your team.
I'm going to go the Dallas Cowboys for bringing Dak Prescott back on a probably super dumbass deal.
Or how about the Philadelphia Eagles for showing no heart in the second half?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did say that. I did remember hearing that.
Damn, he's putting Bucks by 14.
When the hosts aren't listening.
Wow.
Oh, what do we got? You know what? Since this has been an all NFL show, let's go ahead and
started with 2, ended with 4.
Let's go
Worked
ahead and
itself
finish
out
off the show here.
Marvin Harrison for the Colts.
Excuse me, sir. There's only one option to put here.
Well, yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
I
Big
was
old
thinking
forehead.
Got to put that forehead on the
yards.
screen.
Got to put them foreheads on the screen.
Marvin Harrison. And then Andre Rison.
Here?
Yes.
%. Good call, Tony. Tennessee, Denver.
Come back to me on that one. Fuck.
Who was just there? Hopkins? Hopkins got that.
That or Derek Mason, but yeah, you can go DeAndre Hopkins. Chargers
Antonio
has got a
Gates.
Keenan Allen, right?
Antonio Gates, man.
Yeah.
Well, they got Antonio Gates too. Whichever one.
Let's go with Chris Harris for Broncos. I think it was, I want to say Chargers. I believe.
Which one?
Junior. Yeah.
All right, Falcons and Chargers go Michael Turner. Michael the Burner Turner.
This is where it gets tricky.
I'm thinking defensive players right now.
You would.
Well, I mean, I don't know any
Did
quarterbacks.
Devontae Freeman go there?
Yes, I think.
thought-
I don't know about the Titans though.
Chris Sims for Broncos Titans.
You know when he's looking shit up.
Oh, yeah, him pulling that out of his ass.
Yeah.
Chris
Here-
Sims.
Chris Sims, 2%. Let me throw this 2%.
Josh is like, yeah.
real quick.
Yeah,
That's right.
he said on his podcast once. Chris Sims.
I swear Devonta Freeman played there.
I don't know.
Kickers. Pac-Man Jones. No, he never went to Atlanta.
I thought Pac-Man Jones, but it ain't.
I don't think he ever went to Atlanta. Running back wise, nothing.
Wait a minute.
Tight end wise,
Oh, dude, I was thinking Nick Folk, but he never played in Atlanta.
I don't know if LG Crumpler ever played for the Titans. Because I know he bounced around a little bit afterwards.
I can't believe you guys are. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for you guys to do it because I have that one.
Well, then say it.
Marcus Mariota.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is a good one. That
Can I
actually
throw?
is a great one.
I mean, okay, so Mariota here, right? But
yeah.
can I
Now-
just say, Young Ho Koo, Chargers in Atlanta?
Oh, Woohoo Koo, my boy. I love Woohoo Koo.
There you go. All right. You can find me on Twitter at OneLugTV. Josh?
You can find me outside your window, just staring.
Tristan?
All these ends. Sorry. It froze.
Pressing. I had Talkman T7. Like I said, I threw up an article on Sector Media about my confidence about it. Huh?
Sectator.
What did I say? Sector? Oh, Sectator Media. See, I gotta.
Media team.
Hey,
I threw it up on the website.
it's Sector Media.
I thought about doing a Lions one, but I didn't yet. I don't know. We'll see what I throw up there next, but keep you guys in the loop.
You can find us, Gamers Do Sports, either wherever you're watching right now, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, follow, turn on your notification bell. Helps with the algorithm and all that. Lets you know when we go live. We're also on TikTok and Instagram. Same tagline at Gamers Do Sports. Putting up reels and stuff like that, even though Tristan sends me the most grainy videos I've ever seen in my life.
I'll fix it. I'm sorry.
Let's leave you guys on the way we start, and we'll see you next week.
I'm going in, bitch. I'm going in. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm tired of fucking losing, dude. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being a bitch. I'm tired of being a sorry, sad-ass motherfucking organization.
I believe everything that anyone else has watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them.
What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe. I'll take it as a huge compliment. You know Joe Namath, part of the 4-decade team.
You're pulling this shit. Cheese it? Look at it. Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
About the team struggling. I could care less about the team struggling.
What? Every time with this shit. Every time. Every goddamn time. What do you want from me? Huh? There. Let's talk about the 15 things I watched Sunday night.